Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here from YouTube. Folks, today we are going to be talking the stock market, crypto market, Bitcoin, and of course, Nervos Networks, CKB. So if you want to figure out how I increased my entire stock portfolio 21% in a single trade, then this video is for you. So before we get into it, folks, check me out on Twitter at Real6Fig. This is where I'm dropping all the latest and greatest tweets, everything relating to crypto, especially, and then this is where I post all the links to live streams and upcoming videos. So if you're into crypto, fascinating news, things like that, give me a follow on Twitter. Now, like I mentioned before, it was a good day for me in the stock market. And quite frankly, I like trading options just because there is such an opportunity to make obscene profit when you're right. But if you're wrong and you get stuck in some options position, a lot of times your contracts will expire worthless. So just kind of doing a little bit of TA last week. I was waiting for the Friday close on Ford. I kind of recognized that, hey, there's a good chance by Monday morning this thing's really going to tank. So I ended up waiting for close to come around on Friday, and I bought the 121 expiration, the 24 and $23.50 put options contracts. So they were puts, so that means I was expecting the market to go down. Now, if you wanted to buy calls, you're betting that the market would go up. But of course, folks, I did not think that the market was going to go up, so I bought the puts. Man, the market opened low, and then it really crushed down to this 200 moving average. And why did I pick this play, folks? Ichimoku Cloud Trading, and I'm going to be putting together a series of indicators and things like that down the line. But when we look at this thing I'm just going to clear the charts just to get all this out of here. When we look at this thing on a 12-hour chart, what do you guys notice here? Price action's way too far away from the cloud. This thing's probably even going to come down and consolidate a little bit more. I will analyze that as this week goes on, but that was my options play. One trade, 21%. Well, it was more than 21%. I grew my entire portfolio 21%. So that is huge. Now let's really kind of get into Bitcoin and what it is doing. I've been kind of throwing around some tweets lately that 39,700 is going to be a very important level that we need to see Bitcoin stay above. Interestingly enough, we saw this wick come right down to the $39,700 level, just like I thought it would. And what's the significant point of the $39,700 level, folks? Elliott wave theory. And we cannot go lower than 0.2 for 0.4 to exist. So with that said, the fact that Bitcoin hasn't submerged lower than this might be giving me some hope that we could be seeing some sort of pivot point or turnaround, and that we might start to see the market shift upwards. This is hopium at this point, folks, because we are so close to the edge. If there is a gust of wind, we're flying off the cliff. No questions about that whatsoever. But for right now, and at least the time of this video, yes, I cannot see into the future. This is what I'm going with. So how does this impact CKB? Let's take a super high level look at CKB. So it's been a few days. I've really been kind of absent this weekend and last week. I ended up throwing out my back really bad, and I just haven't been in the right trading mindset per se. But here we have CKB, which is still looking good, even at 0.018, folks. Trust me on this one, okay? We are still above this trend line, and if Bitcoin can turn around here, I do think that we are going to see a nice bounce for CKB, quite possibly up to the 0.022-ish level. And this may not happen here for a little while. And when I say a little while, I'm talking like the end of January, possibly. Right now, CKB is in this gigantic descending triangle, and we can see that there is time sequence associated to price action movements. Just by throwing up some swing low to some swing high time sequence, in hindsight, folks, looking back, we can see that there was a reversal accurately predicted here, a reversal accurately predicted here, and a reversal pinpointed to the day right here. So we're batting at 100%. And quite frankly, let's just really drill this down here to a 1 hour chart. I love super precise TA. So let's just give me 1 second here, folks. Hold your horses. So we've got January 30th-ish, somewhere in there, we may in fact be seeing, give or take a day. This is 20 days away, so cut me some slack. Somewhere around January 30th, folks. Look for a nice reversal. And hopefully it's something like this. Maybe we'll see price come up here, and there might be a chance for a trade, meaning if we can sell at the 0.0211-ish, maybe a little bit, and buy back in about around the 0.0173-ish level, betting that we're going to bounce out this way. That might not be a bad thing. We can remove some of the supply from the ecosystem. So that wouldn't be the worst. But if we do break through the bottom side of this descending triangle, folks, we still have this safety net of this November 2020 trend line that we've been trading in an upward momentum, since that time frame. So this is really geeking me out, the fact that, this could be a descending triangle. This could be some sort of symmetrical triangle right now that is forming. And if it is, you got to just see for yourselves. This would almost be one heck of a nice, formation to really start moving to the upside. And like I've been just saying before, we might be seeing this gigantic cup and handle that forms. And then if we go ahead and look into May, we may see some sort of ascending triangle cup and handle that is on the charts for us. May could be a very bullish month for CKB. Really, it really could. So I'm really optimistic right now. I'm hopeful that Bitcoin kind of reverses a little bit here to breathe some new life back into the market. So that's kind of where CKB is right now. And I'm just going to lay down some price points that we might expect CKB to really trade within. So if you see this thing trading below 0.0168, tides might have shifted, and that's not going to be very good for us, because that means we've broken our November 2020 upward rally. But we might see price bounce off either this current support level at about 0.018 and head back up towards the 0.022-ish region. So that's where I'm expecting CKB to trade within the next few days. Probably, possibly won't make a video on this tomorrow if things are still panning out like the way I think they're going to go. So with that said, big shout out to all the Patreons. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I love each and every single one of you. If you're interested in supporting the channel, $3 a month will get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this banner. So I hope you guys all had a wonderful day, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's TA.